Ever wondered why Santa Claus is always so jolly? Maybe it's because he knows where all the rich people live. Today we're diving into a festive and funny exploration of how Christmas is celebrated across different wealth classes. We'll take a peek into the lavish lives of the high-income earners, the bustling balance of the middle-income families, and the humble yet heartwarming holidays of the low-income groups. So buckle up, folks, we're about to embark on a sleigh ride across the wealth spectrum. First off, we have the high-income group. These folks don't just dream of a white Christmas, they buy a ski resort. Now, you're probably thinking, a ski resort? Isn't that a bit excessive? But for the high-income group, excess is the name of the game. I mean, why build a snowman when you can hire a team of professional sculptors to create a life-sized replica of Santa's workshop in your backyard? And let's talk about Christmas dinner. For most of us, this involves a turkey that's been in the oven for far too long and a questionable batch of Aunt Susan's fruitcake. But for the high-income group, they're not just roasting chestnuts on an open fire, they're having a Michelin-starred chef personally roast each individual chestnut to perfection. And what about gifts, you ask? Well, for the high-income group, it's not just about finding the perfect gift, but finding the most expensive one. Forget about socks and underwear. These folks are gifting each other limited edition watches and diamond-encrusted Christmas ornaments. Now let's move on to the Christmas tree. For most of us, the Christmas tree is a humble symbol of the holiday season, adorned with handmade ornaments and twinkling lights. But for the high-income group, their Christmas tree is more like a skyscraper, reaching heights that would make even the tallest elf feel short. And instead of simple ornaments, they're hanging vintage Louis Vuitton handbags and Rolex watches from the branches. And let's not forget about the Christmas vacation. While most of us are just happy to get a few days off work, the high-income group is jetting off to a private island where they can sip champagne and bask in the glow of their 24-karat gold Christmas tree. So, there you have it. The high-income group doesn't just celebrate Christmas, they turn it into an extravaganza. And remember, this isn't about making you feel bad about your own Christmas celebrations, but rather to give you a glimpse into how the other half lives. So, if your Christmas involves a personal chef or a private jet, congratulations! You're probably in the high-income group. Scene script. Next up, the middle-income group. For these folks, Christmas is like running a marathon, and the finish line is a mountain of credit card bills. Now let's dive in. The middle-income group is the master of the Christmas hustle. Their holiday season looks less like a Hallmark movie and more like a well-coordinated military operation. Every move is calculated, every penny is accounted for, and strategic planning is the name of the game. Imagine a family dinner. It's not just a meal, it's a logistical challenge. It's about juggling Aunt Martha's gluten intolerance, Cousin Billy's new vegan lifestyle, and Grandma's insistence on traditional recipes. And all of this, while making sure the turkey doesn't end up as dry as a desert. Gift-giving for the middle-income group is an art form. Every present is a balance between thoughtfulness and practicality. It's not about the most expensive gadget or the trendiest fashion item. It's about finding that perfect pair of wool socks for Dad, because you know he always complains about cold feet. Or that slow cooker for Mom, because she's been hinting about wanting one since last Christmas. Then there's the holiday decor. No, you won't find a 12-foot-tall, professionally decorated Christmas tree in the living room. Instead, you'll find a modest tree, lovingly decorated with handmade ornaments, and a string of lights that have been in the family for years. It's less about impressing the neighbors, and more about creating a cozy, festive atmosphere. And let's not forget the holiday expenses. For the middle-income group, Christmas is a balancing act between spreading holiday cheer and not breaking the bank. It's about making the most of sales, hunting for the best deals, and yes, sometimes using that credit card a little more than usual. So if you found yourself drafting a Christmas budget spreadsheet, or if you've ever had a battle plan for Black Friday, you're in good company. You're navigating the holiday hustle, just like millions of other middle-income folks out there. So if you've got a Christmas budget spreadsheet and a battle plan for Black Friday, welcome to the middle-income group. Finally, we have the low-income group. Their Christmas might not be wrapped in gold, but it sure is packed with heart. Now, you might be thinking that a low-income Christmas is all about cutting corners and pinching pennies, but hold on to your Santa hats, because you're in for a surprise. When it comes to the low-income group, their Christmas celebrations are like a masterclass in resourcefulness. Forget about fancy store-bought decorations. These folks could give MacGyver a run for his money with their DIY skills. Their Christmas trees are decked out with ornaments that are handcrafted with love and creativity, not just picked off a shelf. And let's talk about gifts. While high-income folks might be unwrapping the latest tech gadgets or designer clothes, The low-income group know that the best gifts come from the heart. They're the masters of homemade gifts. From knitted scarves to homemade cookies, every gift is a labor of love. Then there's the food. Instead of a lavish spread catered by a five-star chef, you'll find a potluck dinner at a low-income Christmas gathering. Everyone brings a dish, everyone contributes. It's not just about sharing food, it's about sharing the joy of the season. And the gatherings. Oh, the gatherings. They might not be in a grand ballroom or a fancy restaurant, they might be in a small apartment or a cozy home. But they are filled with genuine laughter, warm hugs, and stories that tug at your heartstrings. In the end, isn't that what Christmas is really about? It's not about how much money you spend. It's about the love you share, the memories you make, and the joy you spread. So, maybe the low-income group has it right. Maybe they're the ones who truly understand the spirit of Christmas. So, if your Christmas involves DIY decorations and a whole lot of love, you're probably in the low-income group. So there you have it, folks. A quick sleigh ride across the wealth spectrum. We've seen the glitz and glamour of high-income Christmases, the hustle and bustle of middle-income holidays, and the genuine spirit of low-income Yuletides. But remember, Christmas isn't about how much you spend. It's about love, joy, and togetherness. So forget the price tags and focus on the memories. Remember, no matter how much you spend on Christmas, Santa Claus won't be checking your bank account, but he might be checking if you've liked, shared, and subscribed to our channel. Merry Christmas, everyone!